Right now at noon, the 34th annual holiday blood drive is underway in Madison. We'll tell you how you can donate today. And the president talks impeachment, North Korea, and gifts. We'll have more on his remarks ahead of the Christmas holiday.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Happy Christmas Eve. Thanks for joining us. A warm Christmas Eve across south central Wisconsin. Let's head over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has a look at your first alert forecast. No white Christmas.
No white Christmas, definitely not. Now, this morning it was a little foggy outside, so some areas might have looked like you saw a little bit of white Christmas, but that was just the dense fog. Thankfully, that fog's really been breaking up in the last hour and a half, starting to get a little clearer look of downtown with our Edgewater sky cam. Looking at our temperatures right now, yes, well above average for Christmas Eve. We're at about 42 in Madison right now. It does feel a little cooler than that because there is a breeze, about 13 miles per hour. We're looking at anywhere from 8 to 15 miles per hour through the rest of your Christmas Eve afternoon and evening. Road conditions, though, right now looking good, and they should be good through the rest of the evening. It's cloudy, but it's dry outside. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for Christmas Day in just a few minutes, Mark.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Dana. A record number of Americans are traveling this holiday season, and many of them are facing bad weather as they hit the road and the skies. Across the country, rainfall in South Carolina led to flooding, and people in Aiken County had to evacuate after a burst dam caused the water level to rise up to 6 feet. Flash flooding in Florida even forced a brief shutdown at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport and nearly 500 domestic flight delays. Travelers at airports in Austin, Texas, Chicago, and Richmond, Virginia were warned that one passenger with the measles had gone to all 3 destinations just a week ago.
A measles case in Austin may result in an outbreak of up to 400 cases. That's why we're trying to get on top of this.
December 26th is expected to be the busiest travel day of the season, and that will be reflected in the price of flight tickets. Christmas Eve, the average flight is $525. By the day after Christmas, the price jumps to nearly $700. The Red Cross's 34th annual holiday blood drive is underway. The Red Cross is in critical need for all blood types, especially types O negative and positive. You can sign up for times at the Alliant Energy Center until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Dave Barman has been donating blood for 48 years and has been a volunteer for the Red Cross for decades.
Someone asked me if I'd be interested in helping with a holiday blood drive back in 1985 or whenever the first year was, and I've been doing it ever since. Just a good feeling in the holiday season to help out with something like this.
Everyone who donates will get a free Red Cross long sleeve t-shirt and will have the chance to enter a drawing for different prizes. Parking is free. Entering its final day, Dane County's annual Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign is coming up hundreds of thousands of dollars short of its goal. A release says it has raised just $300,000 of their $600,000 goal. Today is the final day of that campaign. It ends at 8 o'clock this evening. A search for 2 children from Idaho has taken an alarming turn. Their parents are now missing as well, and the FBI thinks the kids are in serious danger. 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow and 17-year-old Tylee Ryan haven't been seen for 3 months. Investigators performed a welfare check at Lori Vallow's home on November 26. According to police, she and Chad Daybell said their youngest child, JJ, was staying with a family friend in Arizona. But when investigators returned the next day with search warrants, Vallow and Daybell were gone. A family member says Vallow and Daybell have a cult-like religious belief, and he believes that could have played a role in this case.
I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened to those kids. I know that there's people who do, and they're not talking.
Investigators are also reportedly looking into Lori Vallow's ex-husband's and brother's deaths earlier this year. Police are urging anyone who may know of the whereabouts of the children to immediately call 911. President Trump held a teleconference with U.S. service members this morning and then took a few questions from the media. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Even during his holiday break at Mar-a-Lago, the president is thinking about his upcoming impeachment trial in the Senate.
We have a perfect case. I say it again. We have a perfect case. They had no case.
Senate Democrats are demanding access to White House documents and testimony from at least 4 new witnesses.
If it doesn't have documents and witnesses, it's going to seem to most of the American people that it is a sham trial.
But President Trump, who had previously said he would like to call his own witnesses in a trial, now says he'll leave it up to Senate Republicans.
We have the majority, and it's up to Mitch McConnell. And we have the majority, and now they want McConnell to do wonderful things for them. I mean, he's going to do what he wants to do.
The president also addressed North Korea's threat of a, quote, Christmas gift for the U.S.
We'll see what happens. Let's see. Maybe it's a nice present. Maybe it's a present where he sends me a beautiful vase as opposed to a missile test.
Speaking to military members at bases around the world, the president admitted he has at least one more present of his own to worry about, a gift for First Lady Melania Trump.
I'm still working on a Christmas present. Is that okay? There's a little time left. Not too much, but there's a little time left.
Time is running out. The North American Aerospace Defense Command tracks Santa's route every year, and he's already started deliveries in some parts of the world. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
And we are continuing to track Santa this Christmas Eve. For over 60 years, NORAD and its predecessor, the Continental Air Defense Command, have been tracking Santa's Yuletide flight as he leaves the North Pole. Santa left the North Pole around 4 a.m. Right now, he is in Russia, just in time for Christmas Day there. To follow Santa's journey, check out noradsanta.org. And if you're using an app to track Santa, you want to be careful because they could be exposing your kids' privacy. To make the apps work, you have to give up some information, things like your location, what's in your camera roll, and what your voice sounds like. They're all sent. All that information is not only going to the specific company, it's also being shared with third-party companies. Your child's name, age, and birth date are also up for grabs. And when you're ready to say goodbye to the app, just deleting it doesn't mean your information isn't off the internet. You'll have to look at the instructions for requesting the information to be deleted from the cloud server. Well, the Green Bay Packers are your 2019 NFC North champions. The green and gold defeated the Minnesota Vikings last night 23-10. Despite 3 turnovers by the Packers, their defense held the Vikings to 139 total yards. The Packers can clinch a first-round bye with a win in Detroit this Sunday, and they can still get the #1 seed. For that to happen, they'll have to beat the Lions, and the Seahawks have to beat the 49ers. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Right now, there's plenty of details to think about without worrying about what to serve Christmas morning. No worries, because we've got that covered for you.
Start your
Come Christmas morning, there are enough people and things that need your time and attention. Never mind worrying about what everybody wants for breakfast. So today, we're sharing an easy throw-together French toast bake that everyone will love, including you, because it will let you focus on what really matters, your family and the presents that Santa left for you. We begin by mixing together some eggs, half and half, a bit of sugar, a touch of cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a pinch of salt. We slowly pour this over a French bread that we cut into thick slices and let it sit in the fridge for about a half hour, or even overnight. When all the liquid's absorbed, we pop it in the oven until it's golden brown and it gets all puffy. Then sprinkle it with powdered sugar, drizzle on some warm maple syrup, and get ready for some good eating. So here's my gift to you. The recipe for our super easy Jolly French Toast Bake is online now, so you can cross Christmas morning breakfast off your to-do list. I'm Howard with a hungry little elf, Kelly, in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a jolly good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas to you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next with the warm winter temperatures. We will not be having a white Christmas. Meteorologist Dana Fulton has more in your forecast coming up.
For reliable weather day in and day out, watch First Alert Weather.
Oh, a short trading day on Wall Street, and hold on to those holiday receipts. Gift return season is coming. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Stocks traded sideways in the early action as investors geared up for a short trading session. The closing bell rings at 1 p.m. Still, the longest bull market in U.S. history faces few obstacles today. Military members are being urged not to use consumer DNA kits. A Pentagon memo obtained by Yahoo News warns some DNA kit companies have been targeting military personnel with discounts. The memo, co-signed by a top Defense Department official, says the information collected by private companies exposes, quote, sensitive genetic information to outside parties and poses personal and operational risks to service members. Nike's new Colin Kaepernick shoe sold out in minutes. The Air Force One by Colin Kaepernick dropped yesterday in North America. The sneakers hit shelves at Nike stores and select retailers. They were also available through Nike's app. The company has declined to release total sales figures. It's almost time for those happy returns. This year, 77% of consumers already plan to return some of their holiday gifts. That's according to a consumer survey conducted by Oracle. And nearly 20% are expected to return more than half. UPS says returns this year are expected to peak January 2nd at nearly 2 million. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. Here are the closing prices on Wall Street with a shortened session. The Dow Industrials lost almost 35 points. The Nasdaq up 4, but the S&P 500 fell fractionally. Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee out of the radio bar on this Christmas Eve, so here are your farm numbers. Time now for the weather. No problem going to the mall for the last minute shopping, Dana?
No, if you're procrastinating at all, try to get all your Christmas things done. The roads should be just fine now. Mother Nature's playing along. This morning, of course, we did have some very dense fog, but all of that is out of here. If you were hoping to see any of the snow, once that fog cleared, you still have to travel a little further north for that. In fact, north of the Dells, really, to see any snow on the ground, stretching from the Twin Cities up towards the UP. There's a lot of snow in northern Wisconsin, just nothing for us around Madison at all. And areas to the south, if your Christmas Day plans take you over to Iowa or Indiana or down to Illinois, we've got no snow on the ground down there either. A really mild trend, actually, throughout the Midwest expected for tonight and for your Christmas Day. Doppler track is quiet now. We do have those clouds hanging out, but they're not bringing anything in for your Christmas Eve. A mostly cloudy sky expected through the rest of the afternoon and evening. Again, if you have procrastinated with any of your shopping plans, things will at least stay dry outside. High temperatures in the next few hours will hop up to the upper 40s. And then we only drop a little bit overnight to the upper 30s for overnight lows. We start off Christmas Day close to 37 in Madison and Janesville and Beloit, also in the upper 30s. It'll be mostly cloudy outside. We won't see any precipitation early on, but in the afternoon and evening, late in the day, there is a small chance to have a little bit of drizzle develop. Notice our future track really isn't picking it up, so not a lot of precipitation, not a lot of moisture. But some folks may feel a few raindrops late in the day. Nothing that should impact your late evening travel, though, and that goes again through all day on Wednesday. The cloud coverage sticks around. Mild temperatures expected for your Christmas Day. Once we get through Christmas, the mild weather is actually going to stay around. Tonight, those overnight lows staying very mild in the upper 30s. Patchy fog possible yet again overnight, as those temperatures are going to be pretty close to our dew points. Likely not going to see the dense fog that we saw this morning, but there is still the chance to start off your Christmas Day with a little patchy fog early in the day. So just check outside before you throw everybody in the car and all the presents in the car. Make sure that you don't need to give yourself a little extra time time with that fog's coming on through. For Christmas Day itself, again, a mostly cloudy sky throughout the day. Temperatures will be in the 40s for the day, peaking at about 47 around Madison. We'll start the day off in the 30s. A reminder, we should be in the upper 20s for our afternoon highs. So the 40s, quite a bit above average for us in southern Wisconsin. So anybody that was thinking we should be a little cooler, yeah, you're right on the mark with that one. But the milder weather, again, good for travel. Upper 40s for the next few days, mostly cloudy skies. There's a small chance for a little bit of drizzle developing late in the day on Wednesday. It might linger into early Thursday morning, but we're really not expecting any accumulation out of that. Notice overnight lows for the next few nights stay above freezing. And then for the end of the week, we watch our low temperatures drop as well. So this thaw that we've been in, we're going to fall back into a pattern of things becoming a little frozen overnight. Friday, we see a little more sunshine. And then for Saturday, we have the chance for some showers to develop. Our next opportunity for some light rain will come in on Saturday. Again, not a major event, but at night, as temperatures drop closer to freezing, it will transition over to snow. And it looks like we will have a snow chance for early on Sunday morning. Next holiday, of course, New Year's Eve. Right now it does look dry for Tuesday on New Year's Eve. Celebrations later in the evening will be nice and dry. It'll be just a little cold outside, though. Around midnight, we'll be close to 30 degrees when the ball drops.
But those temperatures are all above normal.
All above normal, all the way into next year, yes.
Amazing.
A little bit of a mild trend, yes, for people that want weather, people that like weather.
We had snow on Halloween, so.
We did, so I think it's right flip-flop.
Right.
It traded off a little bit.
All right, Dana, thank you. Ahead on News 3 Now at noon, how a child cancer survivor from Virginia is giving back to kids like her on this holiday season. That's after a short break. A 6-year-old who beat cancer is giving back to the hospital where she was treated. Tim Barber followed her as she spread holiday cheer to some old friends.
Poppy is popular. Poppy is precocious.
These are good cookies.
Today, she returned to a place most 6-year-olds would not, the hospital where she battled leukemia.
You growed your hair back since the last time I saw you.
Now in remission.
Do you guys want Legos?
The former patient came to Inova Children's Hospital bearing gifts.
Well, I can't count all of them because I'll have to take all of them out.
More than 300 donated Legos for old friends and new friends.
She made it through, so I believe that I could do the same. It's very hopeful and inspiring, and it just makes me feel really good about myself and my future.
Poppy was diagnosed with leukemia around Christmas last year, so the 6-year-old knows a gift can bring holiday cheer. But Poppy probably does not know her real gift is much more precious.
The gift that keeps on giving, gift of hope, gift of love, gift of compassion.
To be able to hear someone say that Poppy brings them hope makes me feel very happy, because she has had a long year, but it's been a year of a lot of joy. The kindness of other people helped her heal, so that's why we wanted to pay it forward to them.
So like Santa and his sleigh, Poppy and her Lego Express spread holiday cheer and hope through Inova's halls.
I just want to make them happy and feel like they're at home.
That's the spirit of Christmas, that's for sure. Here's Dana, one final check of our forecast.
Mostly cloudy outside right now, and as you all know, it's a little mild with our temperatures. We're going to stay mild for Christmas Day, though Christmas Day will have a small chance for some drizzle developing late in the afternoon and evening. Temps will be right back up at the upper 40s, though, for Wednesday and Thursday. Anybody traveling back home on Thursday should have smooth travels on the roads. Friday, our temps fall back a little bit into the upper 30s, and our next opportunity for some light rain will develop on Saturday, transitioning over to light snow for early Sunday. It's not going to be a lot of accumulation, just a few snowflakes swirling around.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.